I just wanted to talk to you all today. I'm usually on Church in the Streets, but I was doing this Pivo thing here. So today, I like to follow me everywhere I go, Anyway, today we're going to talk about, as you see in front of me, I have some books here. I have some paper here. Can't see the paper, it's blank, but it is what it is. But today we're going to talk about the prodigal son. It's one of the parables that Jesus taught. Just teaching people different things. I looked up on the internet, I have a whole PDF full of files and stuff I call ministry, and they had this Sunday school lesson plan called humility, and in that plan is called is the prodigal son and the Pharisee and the tax collector. So I'm going to read a little bit and I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to break it down, how I break it down. But this book right here is going to break it down more. And this book is called Christ's Object Lessons. It's about his parables and breaks it down, and people talk about it. I'm going to talk about it too, because you don't need the Bible all the time. But if you're looking for scripture, the text for this lesson, humility, is the prodigal son, which is Luke 15, verses 11 to 32. And the Pharisee and the tax collector, which is Luke 18, verses 9 through 14. All right. Now this says here, it says Peter and Paul both quote the proverb that says, God resists the proud but gives grace to the humble. You see, and that is 334. The same sentiment was expressed by the suffering patient Job and the 138th Psalm. Now, I'm reading, so it just has the numbers here. I don't know exactly where it is. Job, I guess it's 22:29. And the story of Peter and Paul, that's 334, I guess. I don't know, I'm not used to reading, but I figure I have all this stuff. See, what I was going to do is do the official sermon or message and just pull out the Bible, find the verse, first think of what I'm going to talk about, pray about it, and to give me something to talk about. But that always happens to me. It comes to me what to talk about and why to talk about it. So then I pull out my Bible, I read the scripture, write the scripture down. Then I figure a way to break it down in modern day. How people talk, how people walk, so that people walk away with the lesson or the message that I'm sending. This is what I was going to do. But it was already done. Did you catch that? It's already done. I don't know who out there need to understand that, but it's already done. See, while we work on plans and figure it out and who to call and what they going to say, is we going to accept what they going to say, or are they going to say the right thing, or should I listen to them, or should I go and handle it myself, or should I just, figure it? While we doing all that, it's already done. So the same thing with this lesson right here. I was going to do all that. I was going to break it down and read it and write on it and do all this and that, but it's already done. Because this book right here does what I was going to do. Talks about it, breaks it down. This right here puts it in a lesson with questions and answers. It's already done. And see, sometimes that's what we as people do. We run around here, like I said, stressing and strifing and worrying and turning gray hair, oh God, we're so gray because we either kept it in or we worried about it so much that the nutrients from our hair just left, going. See you later, bye, just all gray all day. Instead of just thinking it's already done. Now we go to church, we hear it 1,000 times. Jesus said, it's done, I'm finished. So therefore, in your life is already done. But we don't walk away. We walk away with it. He preached a good sermon today. He said, it's already done. I'm good. I'm glad. I was worried about this and I was worried about that. But it's already done. But as soon as we get home to the real world, which is through our doors and dealing with our family and our friends and situations that we go through, soon as the turmoil starts and the tornado or the whirlwind or the tsunami or anything happens like that, we all in the middle, then we just forget everything about it all being done. And no, I'm not going like this. But it's just the circle, the phone turning. But the tornado, the twister, the whirlwind, the whirlpool, we just all in the middle, just don't know where to go. And looking at it, the phone don't even know where to go. Hey, I'm over here. Hey, 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 focus. All right. We just all over the place. And we just sometimes, we got to realize it's already done. That tornado you're in the middle of, that whirlpool, that whirlwind, that craziness, that loud noise, the people fighting, the people arguing, the people always talking about you, is already handled. But the situation is already done. But see, we miss it sometimes because within every stress, strife, or situation or turmoil, if you will, there's always a silver lining. Now I got off script already, but there's always a silver lining, but 9 times out of 10 we miss it. It's right above us with a big zipper. You just unzip it and the blessings come down and it's shining up there looking all glorious, and that's a silver lining right there. But you just, I don't know. What should I do? I don't know. I see it right in front of me, but I'm not looking. I see the book, but I ain't reading. I see it on the wall, but I'm closing my eyes. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Meanwhile, it's right there. Just if it was a person to be doing it, hey, yeah, I'm over here. Hey, come this way. I will take you right on out of it. Take it. Oh no, I don't see the person waving their hands. I don't see it. I'm looking down. I'm looking up. Look at that. Lost the phone. Hey, phone, how you doing? Over here, please. Hello. Hello. Come on. Stay with me now. Stay with me. Stay with me now. Stay with me. All right. So, you're doing all that and everything, and you're missing what's right above you, right there. You just reach up and grab it and unzip it, and it'll send down the blessings. It'll send down the heavenly rain. It'll send down the intercessory prayer. It'll send down what needs to be sent down for you at that time. It'll send down that mighty shield. It'll send down the armor. It'll send down the holy armor of God. It'll send down everything you need. You got to pay attention, people. You got to pay attention. Now, I was on here earlier, but not on here, but I was on Facebook earlier, and I was talking about finding your happy place. See, sometimes, I guess the lesson is out the window. I don't know. Sometimes when we get older, we forgot what had us happy in the first place. Because we was all at a place where we was handling our business, we was having our fun, and the world was okay. Everything was all right. But then we left that place. Then it got real serious. Because it was either we was working or we was playing. And we played so hard we forgot about work. And sometimes we forgot about household stuff, and sometimes we forgot about this. Or we was working so hard we don't have time. We do a little bit of the household stuff, a little bit of spending time with the family. See, you got to get back to that place where everything just moves smoothly. When the problem arose, you was like, oh, wait, hold on. We got a bill for $154. Let me see, what's there? I got paid by 2, 3, 4. Okay, all right. So when that comes in, I'll put that there, and put that there, and put that there. You put that paper down. You ain't worried about it no more. You wasn't worried about it because you still had time to do you over here. You dealt with the situation with the bill. Your family's over here, you're dealing with them, and then you say, all right, y'all, I'll see y'all later. I'm going to step out for a while, and home you go. And you breathe easy. You like, shh. It wasn't, oh my God, I got another bill. What I'm gonna do? I don't know what to do. I don't have the money to cover this. You didn't have it because you was in your happy place. So we need to get back to that. But trying to get back to the lesson without taking too long, the lesson was the prodigal son. Now, let's see. Let's see what we have here about the prodigal son. Okay. It says, in the parable of the prodigal son, Jesus teaches us about returning to our Father after departing in the search of sinful fulfillment. I'm going to stop right there for a second. Jesus teaches us about returning to our Father after departing in search of sinful fulfillment. That's the age-old thing about us as creatures, as humans. Some people, we go to church every day, every Sunday. And Sunday, we are the holiest of holy. We dress up, we go in that building, and we praise, and we worship, and we do what we got to do. But during the week, we just take off the holiness and put on the regular man clothes and do what we got to do. And see, a lot of people, they feel, I was one of them, I felt drawn, and, I was in church every day, and I would go to a church. This is after I got older. I would go to a church, and the church would be wonderful, and people tell me how I'm doing, and then I just disappear. Go back to DJing and chilling on Sundays and relaxing and doing all this and doing that and get away from that. Didn't realize I was running, but, I would have pastors come up and tell me, they see me later, they say, every time you get so close, you run. You be this close to doing it, and you run. I said, I'll be running? Like, yeah. Because it don't seem like it's running, because you went to church that Sunday, and then next Sunday you did something else. Or you went to church for that whole week, or 2 weeks, or 3 weeks, and then that next Sunday you just didn't go. Then next Sunday after that, a month later, you just don't show up. You don't show up no more. Until the next time you feel like going to church, and you go for 3 weeks or almost a month, and you stop again. You don't seem like running. It just seems like something comes up every Sunday. Well, I got to do this and do that, and I'm supposed to do this, and people calling, and they getting on my nerves, and they telling me I ain't this, and telling me I ain't that, and this, that, and the other, and the third, and the other third, and the extra third, and 2 other thirds, and all this other thirds, and everything, and it's driving you crazy. So you ain't going to church. You ain't thinking about church. You think about people telling you ain't no good. I don't know how to do it. I don't understand. But really all you're doing is running. So, getting back to that, a lot of people run. A lot of people grow up in church. And I understand you grow up in church, your grandma had you in church, everybody had you in church, you coughed, you was in church, you woke up, you was in church, you had to eat breakfast in church, lunch, dinner, breakfast in church, and church had church, and then church was in church, and church, everybody was church. So when you get older, you're like, I ain't doing it. Excuse me, people. Hello. Back over. Come on. He's new. You don't know. So then when you get older, you're like, I go to church when I want to go. But that's not how it works. Because other forces be like, church, ain't you tired of church? You're like, yeah, I'm tired of church. Church in the morning, church in the afternoon, church when church had church. I don't know, at church. I ain't going. I'm not doing it. I ain't church. Man, look, I'm going to live my life. And that's what you live your life to the fullest. You never step foot in the church until that day that they carry you into church and carry you out to church. But Sometimes people get called to go to church. People get called to be part of a church. And that make you run faster, you know. But I ain't mean to talk about that. But so, anyway, with the prodigal son, it says that basically, it sounds like the young people today, it's weird how that all works together. He wanted everything that was entitled to him after the father passed. He wanted it now. He ain't want to wait till the father passed or anything like that. He just wanted it right this second, right now. I want to go spend my money, live in the land of fun, have a good time. I'm tired and tired and tired. So his father, being a good father, was like, okay, do you. Go ahead. See you later. I'll be all right. I'm older, but, I'll make it. Not a problem. So he went out there and he lived in the world. He was part of the world. He was doing his thing. Party, 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 girls, girls, girls. Until finally the money dried up. The friends left. And there was nothing for him to do and nobody would help him. That's the way it goes. You have all this money. And you let people know, you're like, look, I got this, I got that, I got this, I got that. They're like, hey, are you the man? I love you. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Not a guy, but a girl. Like, I love you. Hey, party, 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 party. Kill anybody, come to me. Money all run up. Hey, party, party, party. No, I can't party. I ain't got no more money. And my father won't get me done. I took it all, so ain't no more party. Oh, all right. Well, we still here for you, just let us know when you're ready to party again. All right, I'll call y'all later. Okay, all right, you call them, never busy or never changed or whatever. They ain't got no more to do with you. You ain't got no money. So he had to learn that the hard way, and then he learned it. He came on back. Now, the moral of the story is about the father. The father was forgiving and gracious, and he didn't, hey, what you come back here for? You spent all your money. Oh, well, too bad on you. Gotta go. I'll see you later. You gotta make it how you make it. I'm sorry. No, he's like, hi, son, I missed you. Come on back. I love you. And that's the parable to God, with us. We go out there and we gotta have the fancy and fine days. We gotta get into street life and all that and everything like that. We got to be DJs and MCs and, rock stars, and we got to do all this stuff and everything. And we may or may not get to church, and we may not, talk to God at all. We may, and he just patiently waiting. But then when we come back, he's like, welcome. How you been? I missed you. I'll see you out there in the world, but, I'll let you do your thing. I knew you'd come back eventually, you just had to come to your senses. And we cried and everything. Like, I'm so sorry. I don't understand. I'm so sorry. Because when he wants you back, he going to have you come back and you going to feel all that you did wrong. Because you don't feel no wrong. You just out there partying, having a good time. You don't feel no wrong. But when it hits you like that, when the spirit hits you like that, it brings back every feeling. You just felt... With me, I just felt like I did somebody so wrong. I just was like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm sorry. But it happens to people in their own time. So back to the story, the prodigal son came back, and he was welcomed back with open arms. And the father didn't hold no grudges. But see, it's like young people today, they expect stuff and they, you're my parent and you must give me, because it says, stated here in, Article 13, Chapter 17, you must give your children whatever they want, whenever they want it. Right now, don't wait till you die. Give it to me now. I want money now. And us as parents is like, no, I'm not doing that to you. That'll mess your life up. You'll have this money and then you'll think it's easy and it's not easy. I'm trying to teach you. Hey, you don't like me. You don't like me. You can't stand me. You ain't never been no good to me. Oh my God. And, some parents is not the prodigal son's father. Some parents is like, what, you left? You begged me for your money. I gave you your money. Now you out of money. Now you coming back to me. Well, you can stay with me the first time. got yourself together, then got your money and been okay, ready to go. But now you come back to me because you ran out of money. Now you want me to save you. Da, da, da. Captain Dad, here I come. I'm going to save my child who foolishly wasted his money. Ah. A lot of us do that, you know. But the lesson that I pulled up was called humility. And that's what the prodigal son learned. He was humble when he came back. He wasn't loud mouth, you owe me, and I want my money, it's mine, and I don't care. Rah, 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 rah. He came back, Father, I'm sorry. I should have done that. Father, I know now that I've done wrong, and I did wrong and everything. And no, just good. He came back humble as humble could be, you know. And the father said, it's okay. We got to learn sometimes. You had to learn that, your money, your power, your title ain't going to last. You got to make it other ways than that. A lot of money is good, but it don't last forever. So come on back in the house and we'll make everything all right and everything like that. That's a quick version of the story. I know it's probably longer than that, but hey, it's a lesson of humility. He came back humble. He had to suck it up because he had to face that man that he argued with and fought with to get what he thought was his. He was entitled to because he was his son. I'm your son and I need it now. Was it J.R. Wentworth? What did you need it now? What? But the father, okay, go ahead. Yeah, there's your portion right there. Go ahead. But now you got to come crawling back to that same man that you cussed out and argued with. And, be humble too. And, ask, can you come back? So I said all that to say sometimes people have to do that. Some people have to step out of their comfort zone to see what it's really like out there. And that's what the prodigal son had to do. He had to see what it's really like out there. Because when you're living at home, it's a whole different world. You got parents that care about you. They doing this. They may yell and scream or whatever, but they care. So you don't see what it's like out there with people that don't care. People just, hey, you got money? You want to be our friend? All right, we friends. Yay! Oh, you ain't got no money? Ah, sorry. I got to go do something else now. It's hard out there. And that's true to this day. The grass ain't always greener on the other side. It looks green from a distance because your grass is a little brown. And that grass looks good over there. And that looks some good grass. You could just roll in it and jump in it and play in it. Oh my goodness, it's so nice. So you decide to look at the brown grass and be like, you know what? I'm out. I can't deal with this. I can go live a better life over there where the green grass is. Because I can just, I can roll, I can jump, farm, I can do anything. So you tell the people you with, you say, hey, look, I'm out of here, I'm done. And, if they love you, they can be like, okay, you got to go out there and do what you do. Okay, all right. You're always welcome back, You can go out there, and as soon as you touch that grass, somebody say, get off my grass. I took care of that grass. I raised that grass. I planted that grass. That's my grass. Get off that grass. Don't be rolling around in my grass. You might give it cooties or something. I don't know. Stop rolling in the grass. Get away from this is my property. Get off my property. Well, I didn't know. I just seen the green grass. Yes, I take care of my grass. That's how I get it that way. Oh, I didn't know that. I just thought it was green grass. It looks so green because my grass is kind of brown. Well, this is what you do. Take care of your grass. Go back and take care of your grass and it won't be brown. Well, what do you mean? You got to water it. You got to de-weed it. You got to put some stuff for it to eat. You got to rake it. You got to lawn mow it. You got to do all this stuff to it to have good grass. Oh, I didn't know that. I just thought it was green grass. Yeah, you got to do all that. So now you got to go home and water your grass and plant some stuff and kill the weeds and try to bring the grass back. And you'll see you can have a green pasture too. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. But I kind of told my dad off and told everybody off. I don't like it over here because it looks this way, and I don't like this, that, and the other. And I don't like how the grass is brown and the leaves coming up. I don't like that. So I told them, and they kind of, well, you shouldn't have told them that because you can't be on my grass. You can't be playing and jumping on my grass. I took care of for 20 years, 30 years. I took care of that. You can't mess with that. So you might as well go back home. Yeah, but if I go home, they're going to be like, I told you so. Well, you got to eat the birds. You got to eat them. You got to suck it up. Go back humble. Yeah, you left in a roar, but now you coming back quiet as a mouse. See what I'm saying? So sometimes you have to step away to learn what's good for you. And in the situation with me, I was on Facebook a lot and comedy, and I had people laughing. I had people telling me, come on, do a show for us. Oh my God, you so funny. You so funny. That the ministry thing, and people like that, and people like that. But I had to just stop for a minute because things was happening around me also that I had to look at. I couldn't be on Facebook and all that time cracking jokes and everything because I got my son running around and he needed, but see, you don't see it because once you get caught up in it, you don't see everything around you. You just know I go in here and I talk and I make people laugh and I do my little videos and I do this and I do that and and we'll work it. And then as soon as that goes off, then the real world hits and your son need this or the house need this and this need this and people calling, why ain't you doing this and this, that, and the other? And he's like, oh my God, so much stuff. As you would have noticed if you wasn't in the phone or doing whatever kept you preoccupied. So then I slowed down. Once I slowed down, I just altogether stopped for a while. And I post every once in a while, but then I stopped. And then I started noticing we need this, we need that. My son need this. I need to do this. I need to get back to this. This needs to be kept up. This needs to be done. This needs to be done. And there you have it. Now things are done. Things are better. And I'm feeling better. I'm not all stressed and worried about where's that coming from. What are we going to do with that? I don't. Now it's like I know what I got to do. I know when to do this now. I know when to do my comedy. I know when to play my game. I know when to spend time with my son. I know what my son needs. I know what the house needs. I know when to go get it. You know what I mean? I have a routine now. Before I was just doing whatever, wherever, however. It didn't matter. To me, I don't care. I don't care. That's just, that was just my thing. But now, with a plan, even a mini schedule. I don't call it a full schedule. I call it a mini schedule because I get up at 7:30 in the morning. I do this. Then I do this, then I do this, then I do this. This might run this long, so then I do this later. If I don't do that, then I do this later. Or it's time for me to take a walk, or I do a jog, or I do some exercise, or I do, read something, or come. So now I have plans, I have routines. So now I know on Saturday instead of Sunday, I can do this. I can read a message, give a word, talk to the church in the streets, talk to Facebook. Friday, I could do work on my YouTube. The church has a YouTube. I have a gaming channel, and I have my regular channel. So Friday will be YouTube day. Make some videos, put some videos up and stuff like that. Sunday, when generally I do church, I don't have to do church because I did church Saturday. So now I can focus on picking up my son, dealing with anything around the house, just relaxing, and I have a routine. So, like I said, sometimes you got to step away from whatever you're around or whatever situation you're in or whatever group of people you're with. You got to get away from them, find somewhere quiet so you can hear and literally see what's really going on in your life and fix that. All right, y'all. It's been fun. Pivo, you're okay, but you just, I know, it's hard to follow me. I'm right here, but you follow me now. But if I move real quick, boy, I don't know. But anyway, thanks for listening. I love y'all. I hope y'all got something from it. I'll be back next Saturday. See you later.